get it. We're doing another banger. So today I'm gonna be doing what if Naruto and Gaara were cousins. Hold up. Let me go back. Let me get back to this. Okay. Hold up. Wait a second. This about to be a banger, cuz. So look at what we're gonna have happen. So pretty much Kushina gonna survive for a week. And Naruto gonna be one day older than Gaara. So after Gaara mom gives birth, she brings Gaara to the leaf with her last dying breath. Then she go back to the sand. Oh, John, let me restart, man. Car just came. So after Gaara mom died, well, before she died, she had about a week to live. So she take her son to Kushina and say, "Can you please take care of him, Kushina?" Kushina said, "I'll try my best." And then she said, "He's a ginger too, please, just please." And then Kushina said, "I'll make sure he's treated good." So look, she dipped back to the sand. She told him that she gave him to some wandering travelers because she didn't want him to be used as a thing. The Kage looking, but he not gonna find Gaara because Gaara in the leaf. Hold up now, I ain't done. Oh yeah, and y'all know about Sasuke. Sasuke is gonna be the two-tails Jinchuriki. So I'ma say that Hashirama, he was like, "Nah, I'm not just gonna keep the 9 tails. I need to keep more than one because I'm the one who gathered them in the first place." So they still gonna have the 8 tails in all the cloud, but they not gonna have the 2 tails. The 2 tails gonna be in the leaf, and they gonna implant him in Sasuke because he was Chiha. And then this one, it's gonna be kind of different. You feel me? It's gonna be kind of different. So the Uchiha aren't gonna have the Uchiha massacre because they're not gonna rebel against the leaf. So they're not gonna rebel against the leaf because they know the leaf trusts them enough to get them a Jinchuriki. So that's crazy. So Sasuke still gonna be a happy loving dude. He's still gonna be goated, but he gonna be happy loving. So yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing I got to say, Gaara's gonna be half Uzumaki and half Kage. I don't know what his dad village clan is or anything. And Naruto's gonna be a full Uzumaki because Minato is gonna be a full Uzumaki. Hold up, it's about to be clean. So after Kushina died, she said, "Hokage, please take care of my 2 sons." And then the Uchiha, they were on the path to greatness. And then they said, "What if we use the 2 tails against the leaf?" Then they start going back on that path. Don't hold up now. So the Hokage, knowing that anybody can figure out the Naruto's and Naruto's Jinchuriki, he says, "Okay, Naruto, it's time for you to start training as soon as you turn 4." And he says, "Oh, Gaara, do you want to train with Naruto?" Gaara says, "I'm okay. I need to train with my son anyway." So for Gaara, we're just going to skip straight to when he's 12. So he's going to learn everything that he learned in canon. Plus, like, sand bullet, sand wall, sand dome, stuff like that. You feel me? So Naruto, he gonna be training with Hiruzen for 3 years. 3 years learning straight taijutsu. He mastered Uzumaki style taijutsu. And he know how to use a short sword. And his short sword poking out the side of his back. So he can just lean and then cut. You feel me? So hold up now. I'm going a little bit too fast. So Naruto, by the time he mastered all this, Hokage says, "What you want to do now?" Naruto says, "Can I learn seals?" For the next 3 years. Again, Naruto learning seals. So my nigga got to be at least a 7 out of 10 seal master because the seal team of Konoha is training him. So yeah, it's looking mighty clean. He got 2 more years to learn. Guess what he gonna say? "Hokage, can I learn some jutsu?" Hokage says, "Okay, learn Shadow Clone Jutsu." He learned Shadow Clone Jutsu. He said, "Okay, let me see what your chakra natures are." My nigga, Naruto got water, earth, wind, and fire. I was just playing. He got wind, earth, and water. So with wind, earth, and water, Hokage teach him a whole bunch of juices to give him mess of scrolls. And Naruto learned all that by the time he turned 12. But the reason I did all this, the Uchiha massacre, not gonna happen until Sasuke actually 9. So they're gonna wait about a year until Sasuke in the academy to try it. Sasuke gonna kill Itachi gonna kill the whole Uchiha clan, right? He gonna kill the whole Uchiha clan. But he gonna leave Sasuke there. And another thing different in canon, Sasuke gonna know that he had a Sharingan. Cause he gonna be daily trying to push chakra into his eyes, then he gonna find out that he got a one-time Moe. So Sasuke gonna have way more chakra in this one. So he gonna be able to use his Sharingan without tapping out so quick. You feel me? So let's go. Let's keep going. So Gaara is gonna be a defense monster. And Naruto is gonna be a trapping specialist. Next to all the skills he know, he can trap almost anyone. He's a trap specialist, cuz. So yeah, let's get it. He's a trap specialist, right? And then him and Gaara says we're gonna spar before we take the team. Then Sasuke says, let me spar with you. By this time, Sasuke has 2 Tomoe in each eye. So Sasuke like, yeah, I'm with Chiha, you feel me? But what Naruto don't know is Itachi already put Shisui's Sharingan, Shisui's other Sharingan in Naruto. You know, like when he put it in his mouth, like the crow that had Shisui's eye. Yeah. Cause Itachi was just like, dang it, I might need to use this one day. So that's clean. You feel me? So then Naruto, he has unlocked his Uzumaki chains and has special use of it. And then they said, how about we have a battle royale? And then Gaara said, sure. Naruto said no one-shot kill moves like Sand Coffin or my ultimate Guts Jutsu or your majestic destroyer flame jutsu. Then they say okay. But any other moves are allowed. I know that we have some earth-shattering techniques. And then all 3 of them says, yeah, alright. They all 3 of them planning on being on the same team because they can have a perfect matchup. Naruto can set traps while Gaara defend Naruto while he's setting those traps, and Sasuke can go on the offensive. So it's a perfect team. But the Hokage not gonna let that happen. But it's gonna be kind of weird that he wouldn't, but he's not. So Naruto, Sasuke, and Gaara get approached by Danzo. All 3 of them been Jinchuriki. Sasuke know he's Jinchuriki. And his tail beast had gave him control over one tail to work the chakra. Gaara can use the one sand tail. Like he can use like the mold, like when he has like one arm full of sand. But past that he'll lose control. Naruto, even though he doesn't like comply with the Kyuubi doesn't want Naruto to die, so he still lets him use 3 tails worth of chakra. And Danzo walks out, walking up to them. Then they say, "What do you want, Danzo?" And Danzo says, "I just want to talk." Naruto says, "Hold up, the Hokage told me to stay away from you. Everybody go." And then Danzo, and then a whole but like 10 arm boosts around him. Danzo says, "I just want to talk." They said, "What do you want to talk about?" And he said, "I need to give you a present." Sasuke says, "What?" And then Danzo put Sasuke in a dream where Naruto and Gaara die. By this time, Sasuke treat both of them like they brothers. They all live together in the same apartment. It's a 3-bedroom apartment, so yeah. And then he unlocks his 3 tomorrow, and Danzo says, he keeps messing with Gaara. He's just messing with Gaara. And then he puts a seal on Gaara's stomach, and he opens it. And then Gaara said, no. And then Gaara whole like top of his body, the only thing that's not covered with sand is his legs. And he says, I can control this. And then Danzo says it's a special seal that lets you control more power than you could regularly control, 2 times to be exact. And Gaara said, thanks, I guess. He would say, Naruto, come with me. Naruto would say, okay. And then he would say, I need to give you something. And then Naruto would say, what do you mean? And then he would say, come here. He would grab Naruto and slam him on the table, locking his whole body up. Naruto would say, what are you doing? And then he would rip Naruto's eye and put a 3 in and put a 3 Tomoe in. He would say, you're welcome. Naruto would walk out with eye patch covering his eye, and then they would say, what's wrong? And then Naruto pull out a bandage. He said, you stuck an eye in my eye socket. And then Sasuke would say, Naruto, why? Who did you get that from? Then he would say, what? Is it Byakugan or Sharingan? What is it? He would say, it's a 3 Tomoe Sharingan. And Naruto would say, no way. No way. No way there's a 3 Tomoe Sharingan. And then Sasuke said, it is. Naruto would be like, man, that's some lame stuff. Why would he give it to me? And Sasuke would say, I don't know. And then they would say, I hope all three of us will be on the same team. And this one I would make Sakura. I want to make Sakura not exist. But she kind of crucial because she still learning from Tsunade. So she can heal my two niggas. That's the only reason I'm going to ever leave her alive. So Naruto's team is going to be a special team. It's going to be a 4-man team with 2 Jonin instructors. Being Yamato and Kakashi. So the next day when they're doing a Genin exam, Gaara do a Sand clone, Naruto do a Shadow clone, and Sasuke does a Lightning clone. And Naruto says, oh great, clones we don't use regularly in the academy. Y'all are pretty good. And then all 3 of them tie for Rookie of the Year. I just playing. Sasuke number 1 in the class. Naruto number 1, Sasuke number 2, and Gaara number 3. The top 3 girls is first Hinata, then Ino, then Sakura. Naruto kind of like Ino. Sasuke, even though he thinks Sakura annoying, he still thinks Sakura kind of cute. And Gaara kind of like Hinata, but you know, Hinata and Gaara are both shy. Well, Gaara just don't know how to get his emotions out. And Hinata's shy. And then this one, I'm going to say Gaara saved Hinata. And Naruto saved Gaara, being his big cousin. So, yeah, that's going to be clean, you heard me? So, Naruto and Gaara and Sasuke are going to say, we all passed, bro. Naruto be like, I got Rookie of the Year. So I said, I still got second place. Gaara said, we're all top 3. And then they fist bump, and then Kiba came out of the cut. He like, I'm top dog around here. They were like, you? The class idiot? The dead last? Ha. You would never, Kiba. You would never. And then Kiba tried to jump at him. Naruto said, which one do you want to take him? I don't really feel like it right now. God was like, Sasuke, you want this? And then Sasuke was like, you know, I like hurting peasants. And he jumped up and kicked Kiba in the head, sending Kiba flying. Akamaru tried to jump up. Gar said sand wall, splitting the hallway, keeping Akamaru from even being able to make it towards this way. And then he would say, let's go, man. And then the sand wall fell. They were all gone using the body flicker technique. And Kiba would say, where you go? Where'd you go? You're scared. Scaredy cats. Because we all know dogs aren't scared worth of nothing. And Naruto was like, okay. You're good. Okay, little buddy. So, Gar and Naruto and Sasuke would say, bro, what do you think we should do, man? And they would say, well, the Hokage said he had a present for us if we passed. And then they went to the Hokage. The Hokage said, okay, so I have summoning jutsus for all of you for passing. Since you all are important to the leaf and all of you know why. Then they would say, yeah. And then he would say, Naruto, for you, I have the Wolfpack summon. They are great trappers. Can help with offense and defense. And Naruto said, great, all around, just like me. And then he would say, Sasuke, for you, I got a hawk. Very fast, intelligent, and strong. And Sasuke said, most definitely. He said, for Gaara, I didn't really know what to get for you. What would you want? And Gaara said, well, I don't really know. I don't know if Gaara even had a summon in the show. I don't really know what some of y'all think he should get. You know what, why not? Gaara, you can have a Nile crocodile. Since both of you love to live in both of you love the desert, and he could help, and he has great defense because his skin is super tough. And then Gaara would say, great, that's great. One hit kills just like me. And then they would say, well, that is a great one for you, Gaara. And then he would get an alligator summon. Well, a crocodile summon for the non-crocodile. You feel me? Because Gaara live in the desert, still got to pay respect. Sasuke would get the hawk, and Naruto would get that wolf pack. The wolf pack ain't gonna have like 20 wolves, 20-something wolves. You can say the number. It's gonna have over 20, less than 25. You can pick any number in between there. The variables, if you wanted to. So, the Hokage would say, okay, I know that all 3 of you want to be on teams, but I can't let it happen. They would say, what? Come on, bro. It's time to leave the village. Sasuke and Naruto would say, Gaara would be like, alright, cool. The Hokage would say, wait, where are you going? Well, we can go to the sand. They have no Jinchuriki. And Gaara's father there, so he'll automatically let me come. And if we say Sasuke is like a brother to us, we'll have a home there. We could go to the cloud because they have a Jinchuriki, but I know that Raikage would want more. Could go to the mist because I don't even think they have their Jinchuriki anymore. I don't think I can go to the Stone Village because of my history, but the other two can. And then the Hokage said, hold up, wait a minute. I don't think of you as weapons, but you're still part of the Leaf, man. All of your parents would not be happy with this, especially yours, Gaara. And then Gaara would say, yes, Hokage. But then about time when it came time to pick the teams, Gaara and Naruto and Sasuke were holding their fingers up, please be on the same team, please be on the same team. And then they said, Team 7, Sasuke Uchiha. He was like, yes. Naruto Uzumaki, yes. Sakura Haruno. Then Gaara said, no. And then it said, Gaara, yes. And then Sakura said, ew, why am I on a team with you two? I love my Sasuke-kun. Why can't it just be me and my Sasuke-kun on the team? And then Sasuke was like, girl, you don't get out my face. Don't you dare talk to my brothers like that. And then she was like, I'm sorry, Sasuke-kun. I won't do it again. And Sasuke was like, I know you won't. Because if you talk to them like that again, I won't ever give you a chance in your life. And Naruto was like, yeah, bro code, bro. Better look out for that. And then Sakura was like, you too. I'm going to kill you. And then Naruto said, throw a fist at me. Bro, I will throw hands with you. No cap. Like, I will throw hands with you. And then Sakura like, oh nah, he the first best in the class, and my Sasuke-kun's weaker than him, so why would I? And then Naruto be like, exactly, Sasuke's not weaker than me, but if we had to fight, I probably would win barely. Same with Gaara. So Sakura would say, I'm sorry, Naruto-kun. And Ino would say, why is my Naruto on a team with that pink hair banshee? And then Hinata would be like, Gaara-kun. And Gaara would say, yes, Hinata. And then she would say, why aren't you on my team? And then Gaara would start buzzing. He'll be like, it's the Hokage's orders. And then she would say, oh, okay. She noticed that he buzzed, and she was like, did he like me too? Because you know how Hinata, she be talking low. So then, pretty much, they were like, bro, we on the same team. We're on the same team. And then Yamato and Kakashi came out. We were like, we're your Jonin leaders. I just playing Kakashi didn't come. And then they're going to be leaders for you. Yamato was like, do you want to go ahead and do the bell test today? And then they said, sure. Where's the other shit? Say, he's not going to come. He's late as always. And then they say, oh, okay. And then Sakura said, he's wasting my time. And then Yamato says, you have two different Jonin leaders. So if one of them doesn't show up, it's not wasting your time. It's just dependent on the other. And she said, okay, well then you better be here when he's late. And he said, this team ain't gonna work. And then they said, us three are like brothers. We don't know about her though. And then he was like, gotcha. Then they were going to introduce the same thing in canon. I guess God would say, I just want to be able to protect my brother. My dream is to be able to protect the ones I care about. Same as Naruto was saying, and all of them would say, I'm gonna be Hokage. And then they get into a whole little argument. He'd be like, Sasuke, move. I'm gonna be Hokage. Then Gaara says, Naruto, move. And then Sasuke says, move, Gaara. And all of them say, I'm gonna be Hokage first. And then Sakura bumped not Sasuke, but he bumped Naruto and Gaara on the head. And he says, shut up, don't yell at my Sasuke-kun. And then Sasuke said, that was your last strike. I told you don't touch my brother. And then she was like, I'm sorry, Sasuke-kun. He was like, no, it's straight. She started crying and everything. Then Yamato was like, please make her shut up. Sasuke was like, okay, I forgive you. And then she said, really? He said, yes. And then she tried to hug him. He said, nope. And then she almost fell on her face. And then everybody started laughing. And he said, it's time to do a bell test. No more jokes. And then they said, yes, sir. So when they got out there, they said, Naruto said, Yamato. Wait, Yamato? The what release user? And then Yamato said, how do you know about that? And he says, What? I've been trained by the Hokage's personal SEAL team and some of his personal Anbu. Of course, I would know about you, Yamato. You're basically famous. And then Yamato would be like, well, I don't want to brag, but you know, I am the only person in the world who can use proper word release, because some people do use it with their genetics, but I use it how I'm not as good, but I do use it how the first Hokage used it. And then Naruto would be like, this is gonna be a great fight. Get ready, Sasuke. And then he would say, ready. Sakura was about to jump out and Naruto chopped on the neck. So I said, why would you knock her out? I just knocked her out to be conscious for a couple minutes while we're making up a plan. And then he would say, great. He would say, gaara. You run in as our decoy. Use your sand, make a sand dome around you, and shoot out sand needles toward Yamato. You can still use your sand, alright? And then God would say, of course. And then Naruto would say, yeah, use that. And God would say, great. And he would say, Sasuke, I'm gonna set up some traps using my seals as always. You go in hand-to-hand combat and distract him for as long as I really need. And then Sasuke said, so it's fireball time, basically. And Naruto said, it's fireball time, bro. And Sasuke was like, let's get it. And then Sakura said, what do I do? Naruto said, oh, jump, I forgot. You get the bells at the last second while we have Yamato trapped. And then she said, okay. But in the meanwhile, throw kunai. Don't hit us, please. Because we know your aim is horrible. And then Sakura would say, okay, Sasuke-kun. Because she wouldn't talk to Naruto. And then he says, go. Gaara jumps out. Sand dome. Sand needles. Sand bullets. And then he'll be shooting sand needles and sand bullets at Yamato, making him jump around. Sasuke would come behind him. Fireball and jutsu. Yamato would say, wood shit. Wood wall. And then he would say, wood cage. Locking Sasuke in. He would say, use it now, Sasuke. Sasuke would say, lightning stream. Blowing a hole in the wall. Then he would say, lightning stream cutter. And cut the whole cage in half. And he would say, I'm coming. Then he would walk up. He would say, Uchiha style. Halo dance. And he would have his sword. He would pull his sword out. He would say, Halo dance. Naruto would say, thinking the same thing. Uzumaki style. Dance of the whirlpool. And then Naruto would grab his short sword. And Sasuke would be moving in a halo. And doing halo dance like Shisui. While Naruto would be moving such as a raging whirlpool would move towards Yamato. And then they were attacking. Naruto said, a little more. We'll get him there. And then both of them jumped back and kicked Yamato in the head and jumped back. And then Yamato fell dead into Naruto's trap. It's a bunch of kunai. With explosive tag marks and a special jutsu that Naruto created, using seals and elemental ninjutsu that he showed the Hokage. It's called snake seals. It's not like Orochimaru snake. It's like he make an element to look like a snake. And then when Yamato fell on it, a whole bunch of paper bombs went off. But some of the paper bombs didn't blow up. They released a water snake. It's called twin water serpents. He unlocked twin water serpents, twin earth serpents, and twin wind serpents. And then the six serpents were just going around him with him nowhere to run. He said, wood cage. And he put a wood cage around himself. Naruto said, water stream cutter. And then he cut a hole in it so that the snakes could get to Yamato. They jumped in. He had nowhere else to go out the cage, and all the snakes bit him, slowly sucking away his chakra. He was like, well, I feel weaker. And Naruto said, disperse, because the snakes couldn't take in any more chakra. And then he said, it's time. Go, Gaara. Gaara said, sand, tidal wave. And then sand blow everywhere around Yamato. Naruto said, do you need help, Gaara? Gaara said, yeah. Naruto said, earth trap jutsu. Sasuke said, lightning shockwave. And he sent a lightning shockwave through the earth to make the earth rumble, to mimic a giant earthquake going into a sinkhole. And then Yamato got stuck, and then he said, Sakura now. Sakura threw a kunai and she threw a kunai and cut the bells off. And then they grabbed the bells, and then they said, yeah, we did it. And then the timer went off as soon as Sakura grabbed him. And then they said, and in the time limit. And then he said, whoa, great teamwork. And then they said, yeah, me, Sasuke, and Gaara practice techniques all the time at our house. And we have a lot of combo moves. And then Yamato would say, oh, that's great. And then they would say, we just had Sakura to be the final puzzle piece to let our strategy win. And he said, oh, this is going to be a great team. So pretty much tell me what your guys' specialties are. Sasuke would say, I'm pretty much the ninjutsu, genjutsu user of the group. Gaara would say, I use ninjutsu and genjutsu, but I'm pretty much defensive. Sasuke would say, I'm one of the best taijutsu in the group. Second best, only. Well, me and Naruto are tied in taijutsu and kenjutsu, but we have very good kenjutsu and taijutsu. Gaara is third and Sakura is fourth because Gaara can use his sand to amplify his arms and legs to make more strong blows. And he would say, okay, what else can you do? Sasuke would say, well, I'm the best ninjutsu and genjutsu user. And then they would say, okay, what are you, Naruto? He'd say, I'm the best trapper and seal master on the team. And then he would say, great. And he would say, what do you do, Gaara? I'm pretty much the defensive, and my sand can help me find out different weak points in the enemy if I leave it on them. And then he would say, okay, so you're the defensive planning specialist. And then they would say, what can Sakura do? And then she would say, well, I know a little bit about, and then they would say, do you know how to do anything? And then she would say, well, I have okay taijutsu and kunai throw. And then they would say, all of us have mastered kunai throw. Then Sasuke would say, electric kunai, fire kunai. Then he would throw two kunai. One would set on fire and one would have electricity bursting out of it. Naruto would say, water, wind, and earth kunai. He would throw three kunai. Each element would go on. And then Gaara said, sand kunai, and threw a kunai. And he threw one kunai that had sand chalk around it. And then he threw another kunai that was made out of sand. And then Sakura said, what else do you need on this team? And then they would say, well, we do need a healer in case any one of us get hurt really badly. And then she says, well, who can I learn healing from? And then Yamato said, I guess you can go to the medical corps and ask if they have anyone who can teach you. And then Sakura said, okay. But then Naruto and Sasuke said, you might want to get bigger chakra reserves because a lot of the healing does take a longer time the more inexperienced you are. And then Sakura said, oh, okay. So you might want to have something that can hold chakra for you. Take like half of your chakra every day and then you can build it up. I'm basically talking about the 100 healers because it saves your chakra and then it lets you use all of that chakra to heal yourself instantly. That's basically what it is. And then she would say, oh, okay. And then Yamato would say, well, the Chunin exams are in about 2.5 months, so do you guys really need any more training than Sakura does? And then they would say, not really. All three of us are at least low to mid junior level. And then he would say, wow. So Sakura is what? And then they would say about mid to high Guinea level. Well, about low Guinea level. And then they would say she passed. And then he would say she passed with low Guinea level. And then they would say, yeah. Yamato would say, oh my god. Ooh, wow, that's crazy. And he would say, you guys can train. I'm going to go and get one of my friends in the medical corps to try to help Sakura with a medical thing. And she might need to learn a little bit of genjutsu too, so I'll ask her and I if she can help her. And then both of them would say, okay. They would still get Zabuza mission too. But this is going to be like after 1.5 months. After like, it'll be like 1 week left in the second month. And then they would get his opposite mission. But before Danzo would pop up in front of them, he would say, I can train you to make you stronger. And then all of them would say, well, alright. So Danzo would say, okay, let's train. And then he would say, okay, Sasuke, I need to get your fire style and lightning style up way more. And he would say, Gaara, I can help you upgrade your defense even more by having some of my strongest Anbu attack you. And then Gaara would say, thanks. He would say, Naruto, I know you have a lot of wind style jutsu, but I am a wind style specialist, so I could help you get more wind style. And then Naruto said, great. After the month and like 3 weeks were over, he said, thanks. And then all of them said, thanks for the training. And Danzo would say, no problem, no problem. The only person who knows about all of their secrets is the Hokage. The Hokage know that Sasuke has Hokage knows how that all the three of them can use uh their tail beast chakra to a certain point. Naruto can use 3 out of 9 tails. Gaara can use partial form, and Sasuke can use 1 tail. And he said he know that Gyuzo gave Naruto a 3 Tomoe Sharingan, but he's okay with it if Naruto is. Then Naruto said yes. So he was like, okay, I'm not going to do anything to Danzo. And then he said, are you okay with this, Sasuke? He said, as long as he don't give it to anyone except for my 2 brothers. And then Hokage said, great. And then Hokage said, okay, I have to tell you something before all 3 of you flip out and attack Kakashi. And then they said, what for? And then they said, Kakashi has a Sharingan. Sasuke said, what with his Sharingan glaring? And then they said, chill, Sasuke. Sasuke would get more angry. His cloak was coming. He said, tell him why now, Hokage? For the 2 tails come out. He loses control. The 2 tails doesn't want him to, but he can't control it. But the 2 tails, she can't control it. And then Hokage said, okay. So he got it from a person named Obito Uchiha in the 3rd Great Ninja War. When Obito was dying, he gave his Sharingan to Kakashi. And then Sasuke said, oh. Calm down, bruh. Sasuke the oldest one, because he's 1 day older than Naruto and 2 days older than Gaara. And then they would be like, you alright, bro? And then he would say, yeah, I'm good. And then they would say, so we have all these Kekkei Genkai on this one team. And then he would say, yeah. And then they would be talking, and they would be like, okay, so Naruto, get me this straight. Naruto has, basically, he has Uzumaki chakra chains and a Sharingan, right? He would say yes. He would say, Sasuke has the Sharingan. He would say, correct. Gaara has Magna Release. He would say, yes, correct again. And then he would say, and then they would say, Kakashi has Sharingan too. And then he would say, exactly. Yamato has what release? He would say, exactly. So what does Sakura have? And then Hokage would be looking like, they didn't have to do her like that. He would be like, well, you know the Haruno clan actually does have a Kekkei Genkai for Frost and Ice release. And then Naruto would be like, where? Why don't she got it? Why she the only one who don't got it? And then Hokage would say, I don't know. Maybe you could ask your parents. And they said, oh yeah, we asking her now because she on like Ice release. We'll be lit. We'll be the strongest team. We already the strongest team, but we'll be even stronger. And then Hokage said, well, you alright. And then they went to the Haruno house while Sakura was having dinner. And then when their mom saw Naruto and Gaara, they said, the demon. Naruto said, what? With his 9 tails eyes going. They said, get away from us, you demon. Gaara started getting a Shukaku eye. And then they were like, Sasuke glared his Monatabi eyes at them. And they said, Sasuke? He has the same eyes as Naruto, but they're blue. He's a demon too. And he said, oh, so you calling your precious Uchiha a demon, huh? And then they said, oh, no, Sasuke, but you have the eye. And he said, okay, we're Jinchuriki. Just because we have a tail beast. Okay, let me lay something down on you. Naruto's dad, you know the 4th Hokage? And then, well, Naruto's dad was one of the best sellers in history. But what happened, bro? So then Sasuke would say, what do you know that Naruto's dad was one of the best selling ninja in history? And then they would say, okay. So that means he has one of the strongest seals to keep the 9 tails at bay. And then they say, we didn't know that. Oh, so you thought his dad put a weak seal on him so the 9 tails could break out eventually. Then they said yes, and no, that's not. This seal is so strong, it probably won't even break until Naruto's at least 17. And by then, Naruto is already a seal master, so he know how to tighten the seal himself. And he's tightening it where the point that the Kyuubi can't even influence him at all. And then they said, oh, well, you should tell the villagers that why they always call him my brother a demon. And she was very brother. We're not brother by blood, but we're brother by buns. And then she would say, what about him? Oh, yeah, you know, Kushina Uzumaki. And then she would say, the previous 9 tails Jinchuriki, she would say yes. She was a great sealer, and she actually put a 3-element seal on Shikaku, who was the weakest tailed beast. So he will not be able to break out and has no influence over Gaara. And then they would say, oh, what about you? And then they would say, oh, the Hokage's personal SEAL team put a sale on me. And then they would say, oh, so none of you are a threat. What they would ask, he would say, exactly. That's what I was explaining. We're not a threat at all. And then they would say, oh, well, come here. And then they would say, Sakura, I heard that your family has ice release and frost release. And then she would say, well, yes. And then he would say, where's your frost release and ice release? She would say, I don't know. I have never been able to unlock it. And then Naruto said, Sakura Harno. And then Sakura would say, yeah. Unlock your ice release. Like right now. And this is the day before they get this opposite mission. Then she was like, I can't. I don't know how. I told you I'm trying to learn. I'm learning healing. I know how to heal deep cuts, bruises, and different things like that. I'm a 3 out of 10. I'm a 2 out of 10 medic. And then they say 2 out of 10. And then she says, yeah, and my genjutsu is getting better. I know some C rank and a couple B rank. And then they say C rank. How many B rank? She says 2. Sasuke has multiple A rank. You need to step up a game, Sakura. And you don't really need genjutsu because we already have a genjutsu specialist. We really need a healer. So you should maybe learn that a little quicker. Then their mom would say, don't talk to my Sakura like that.
He lied.
And then he would say, no, I told you if you call me that again, I wasn't going to answer.
Okay.
So, Naruto pretty much,
Snoop.
he said, so Naruto and Sasuke pretty much gonna say, hey, we talk to our teammate about our team affairs if we want to. And she need to get stronger because she's the weaker member of the team. And then they say, no, clearly you two are weaker than her and Sasuke. And then Sasuke would say, what? Naruto's actually stronger than me. And by a little. And then they would say, what? And Gaara's only weaker than me by a little. And then she would say, no way. And then they would say, yes, exactly. And then she would pretty much be like, oh. And then Naruto would be like, you look dumb now, don't you? She would say, don't you dare talk to a council member like that. This is a shinobi village. You are a, how do I say it, a villager council or citizens council. This shinobi village is run by the shinobi council. You're just here to talk about the village affairs. The things the little villagers want to talk about. Not about how the big bad shinobis want to talk about. And then she'd be like, you're so disruptive and disrespectful. And then Naruto would be like, your daughter just needs to get stronger. If she can get stronger, maybe Sasuke couldn't actually like her. Trying to annoy Sakura. And then she would say, Naruto, and get up, try to hit him. Sasuke would glare. She would be like, I'm sorry, Sasuke-kun. And Sasuke would be like, I told you if you ever touch my brother again, you will never have a chance with me. And then she said, I'm sorry, Sasuke-kun. And then she said, I hate you, Naruto and Gaara. Naruto said, you know I could just tell Sasuke never go out with you, right? He can have any girl in the academy he wants. He don't have to go out with you. And then she would say, I'm sorry, Sasuke-kun. I'm sorry, Naruto and Gaara. And then Naruto and Gaara would be like, oh, we forgive you. And then her mom would be like, wow. See, and Naruto would be like, she can get pushed around so easily. Just to mention Sasuke. That's why she need to get stronger. If she could get stronger, Sasuke might actually respect her and actually let her hug him, high five him. Heck, she gets strong enough, he might date her. And then Sakura said, really? Sasuke said, most likely, because I crave a lot of power. So I want my woman to be very strong herself. And then Sakura be like, okay, bro, in that one little week, this girl automatically upgraded to a 4 out of 10 Seal Master just by hearing what Sasuke said, like crazy. So now they go in the morning, and Sasuke and Naruto.
Why you never do no video?
I do. So then Naruto and Sasuke would be like, "Oh, great improvement," and then Sakura say, "Thanks, Sasuke-kun." And then Sasuke would say, "You actually gotten stronger." And then she would say, "Yeah, and I actually learned a little bit of frost release. I actually learned one move. It's called frost mist." And then they would say, "Oh, so what does it do?" It's basically where I make mist everywhere and now I can see through it. So I can pretty much take down enemies. And I learned how to put chakra behind my punches so I can make them a little stronger. And then they say, oh, great move. And they said, Naruto and Sasuke, you two have Sharingans, right? And then Naruto, but I only have one, but I can see through mist. And then she would say, what about Gaara? Oh, Gaara has his sand eye. And he put his sand, he can sense where his teammates are and where the enemies are. So Gaara doesn't really need his eyes. And then Sasuke would say, true. So then Kakashi would say, okay, it's time for the mission. And then they would all say, okay, Kakashi. And everybody would say, you don't have to keep your headband down. We know that you have a Sharingan. And then Naruto would pull up his headband. He'll say, we're twinsies. We're twins, bro. I'm twins with my sensei. And then Kakashi would do an eye smile. And he'll say, you're right, Naruto. We both have a Sharingan on our left eye. And he said, look like I'm rocking your look, Kakashi. You've been doing it way longer than me. And then Kakashi would be like, guess you're right, Naruto. And Sasuke would say, neither one of you can beat me. I have 2 Sharingan. And then Naruto and Kakashi would say, you sure about that? And then Sasuke would be like, let's just go to the mission. And then Zabuza would walk, well, not Zabuza, but Tazuna would walk in. And then he would say, I thought I was supposed to have real nope. Not a bunch of children. And then Hokage said, Chunin usually go on B to low A rank missions. And they don't usually go on C rank missions. 1 Jonin and 3 getting is all you need for C rank mission. And then Zabuza said, I thought I asked to have 1 Jonin and 1 Chunin. And then he said, well, you're in luck. They might not be the rank of Jonin and Chunin, but the 3 of those boys right there are on Jonin level. And that girl is at low Chunin level. And then he would say, well, why do I need the girl then if I have 4 Jonin? And then he would say, and then Hokage would say, the girl, she's a part of the team, so she's gonna have to go with them. And he said, well, let's just go. And then Naruto and Sasuke and Gaara, they all looking at him like, that nigga drunk as a fool. So now the Zabuza mission starts. They head off. That's the end of this video. I'm gonna leave y'all guys off on a cliffhanger. I know this video pretty long, but it's pretty clean too. Am I right? Am I wrong? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna do our shout outs on Friday. So be waiting for that. And that's pretty much it. I'll make another video for you guys, cause Anime Quay will be on his way with another video for you. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today. Yeah. I'll be on my way with another video though. Chill, peace.